Okay, so welcome everybody. This is the eFactory time. eFactory stands for European Connected Factory Platform for Agile Manufacturing. It's one of the 3 projects funded in the call where you heard the 2 already, coming to the 3rd one. My name is Usman Wajid. I'm a technical director at Information Catalyst, and I'm also the project manager for eFactory. eFactory. So eFactory is once again a 4-year project. It started in 2019 with a due end date of 2023. We have 30 partners, 17 of them are SMEs, and then a large proportion is research partners coming from 11 countries. The idea is to bring together stakeholders from different domains, from different geographical regions to work together on a federated digital manufacturing platform and ecosystem. The project has 3 pilot scenarios, and I will introduce them, and we have one open call, which I will also introduce in this presentation. So just a bit of background on eFactory. The project was conceived based on the analysis of FOF 11 2016 projects, where Information Catalyst was also involved in 2 of them. Stuart already introduced VFOS, which was a project in FOF 11 2016 called focusing on the development of software development kit and application development functionality. There were 3 other projects next to VFOS, Digicore, which was looking at agile collaboration in the supply chain, Nimble, which was looking at federated platforms and marketplaces, and Composition, which was looking at integrated information management. The analysis of these 4 projects revealed that these 4 projects were trying to address the same or similar type of user community, but providing different types of functionalities and tools. And then this analysis concluded that basically by bringing these 4 projects together, we can better address the digital manufacturing needs of the companies or the user sectors, which are already being addressed in these 4 projects. And therefore, we conceived eFactory with the idea to bring together existing platforms and functionalities and offer them through an interoperability mechanism that we call data spine. When we bring together these platforms and the associated functionalities and user communities, it not only serves the users that they benefit from additional functionalities, it also allows the tool and service providers to actually exploit their offering in new domains and develop new business opportunities. Based on that, the eFactory architecture looks like that, where at the base, at the bottom, you'd see a number of platforms developed in the European funded projects or coming from industry. So from industrial sector, we have a cluster, we have SME cluster, and few other tools and systems that are coming in eFactory with their functionalities and associated with the communities. Then we have this data spine that serves as a gluing mechanism, allowing interoperability, connectivity, and also linking of different functionalities and user communities. When we have this gluing mechanism on top of it, we can develop integrated and enhanced solutions that leverage the core services coming from the base platform or the systems at the bottom layer. Based on these integrated and enhanced solutions, we can provide opportunities for experimentation and for adoption of innovative technologies across multiple domains. So this is what eFactory is trying to do. We are trying to bring together existing functionalities. In the project, we are providing opportunity for the base platforms to actually not only continue to serve their communities, but also build upon data spine some innovative functionalities that take advantage of open and available tools and systems to provide some integrated functionalities to their user communities, and also opening up the way for experimentation and adoption for innovative SMEs through the open call. So in eFactory, what are the opportunities for tool and service providers? So basically what a platform would benefit from coming into eFactory. The platform provider can benefit from having this interoperable mechanism where they can not only build upon open solutions, but also enhance their offering through the incorporation of new features. It is also an opportunity to actually validate and test new solutions. We have embedded pilot scenarios where the pilot partners are bringing real-world problems to be addressed. It also provides knowledge sharing and collaboration opportunities to the platform providers through their participation in the ecosystem. So eFactory platform, the snapshot you see here is of our eFactory portal, which provides access to multiple tool systems and platforms that are coming into eFactory ecosystem. Then from the tool, from eFactory perspective, as a platform provider perspective, we are interested in enhancing our federation, our ecosystem through by the inclusion of new tools and systems. Therefore, we are interested in working with the platform owners, tool providers who would like to make their offerings available to the eFactory ecosystem. So there are some simple steps that they need to do. For example, they need to make their tool work with the data spine. They need to expose their offering through the portal or through any other way in the eFactory ecosystem, and they need to demonstrate that their tool is of value to eFactory ecosystem, so it fits within the existing offering in the ecosystem. So the snapshot you see here is a integrated marketplace framework of eFactory, which is already able to link with multiple marketplaces of the base platform and provide a unified access to those marketplaces through the this eFactory portal interface. Introducing the pilots, so we have pilots from aerospace, furniture, and circular economy domain. So in aerospace, we have a cluster of SMEs coming from the Hamburg region. Basically, they're suppliers to Airbus and other OEMs who are interested in the adoption of digital solutions to streamline their supply chain activities and to allow them to better address lot size 1 manufacturing requirements, which are increasingly being posed by the OEMs. Same in furniture, where lot size 1 is increasingly in fashion, and companies, the furniture manufacturers, are in need of solutions that can support these type of activities and also allow them to optimize their production processes. In circular economy, there is a need to find new partners and establish connections with new partners on the go in order to better address the waste management scenarios and also to adopt those circular processes that can help them, create more value for their business. So what user expects from eFactory is integrated and interoperable solutions that can be used and tuned to outside manufacturing needs. Our pilot partners are also interested in connectivity and Industry 4.0 solutions. They are interested in establishing new business opportunities such as matchmaking and federated search solutions, which allow companies to find supply chain partners in a more ad hoc manner and establish business connections with them, establish connections at the level of not only processes but also systems, and take advantage of the open functionalities which are being offered through eFactory. What we expect from our users is basically to be proactive. We want them to test and try functionalities, give us new requirements that allow us to basically push the boundaries of innovation. We're also interested in new adoption scenarios and the propagation of eFactory objectives in their respective domains, because we have a lot of money to give away for open calls. We are developing an open platform, and we want more companies and more users to actually come and try out the innovations that we are having. Here I would just like to introduce a very brief overview of the eFactory approach. Maybe it would be of benefit to new projects that are starting and are facing the same type of complexity of a vast number of stakeholders, large consortium, and multi-dimensional objectives. So what we did in eFactory is we basically penned down very high-level questions, and those questions that you can see on the slide are common in many projects. Like how do we address the requirements? Many of them are known, but there are several unknowns. Who will host the platform, and then who's responsible for linking different tools and maintaining different tools. One very optimistic objective in eFactory was to deliver an operational platform at month 12. And how do you achieve that with a large number of distributed partners? The approach that we adopted is called Integration Challenge. So here, our idea was that in the first 3 months of the project, we have designed a set of challenges that represent both technical connectivity, interoperability, and other aspects being faced in the project, and to design very straightforward solutions for them. And basically, understanding of those challenges, definition of those challenges, and a very straightforward solution, which may not be very feasible to implement, but would allow us to basically develop an understanding of what we are dealing with in terms of components, their capabilities, and availability of solutions, existing solutions versus solutions that need to be developed. All these exercise of addressing, of definition of these challenges and addressing these challenges really helped us to design the platform and to basically streamline our activity, come to focus, and establish a unified vision within the project. So this was the starting point. At month 3 of the project, we delivered a deliverable basically with a list of these challenges and the solutions, early design of the solutions that were addressing these challenges. And basically, these challenges cover the width and breadth of all the work that is being carried out in eFactory, from the starting point of establishing a federated login where multiple platforms can be accessed through a single sign-on feature, to how the data will be communicated from one platform to another, how different type of processes can be monitored, and how different activities can be streamlined between different stakeholders. So it was a very broad type of focus that we started with, but with the help of these challenges, we establish a more coherent understanding of what we're dealing with and how we want to do it. And based on this approach, at month 12, we delivered operational platform with the underlying data spine functionality. We established the single sign-on across all base platforms. We established a portal that provides access to multiple platforms. And also now in the second year of the project, we're starting to deal with the pilot activities. Our focus has shifted from establishing the base infrastructure to now customizing and tuning this infrastructure to the needs of our embedded pilots. This is one of the achievements, which was the main value proposition of one of the main value propositions of eFactory, the data spine, and a lot of research and discussions went into the design of the data spine. And here you'd see a separation concern where the green box, the data spine, is an independent piece of kit. It's not linked with any specific platform. It's an open resource. Will be offered as an open permissive resource for any of the platforms to make use of this for establishing connectivity, for interoperability, and for integration scenarios. So you can see at the bottom of it, the 4 base platforms coming from the EU FOF 11 2016 cluster can make use of the data spine. At the top, we have some external platforms like SME Cluster with its own tools and services and user communities, and value chain platform. All of these platforms are treated equal at the data spine level. All of them can make use of data spine to establish connectivity between different tools, services, and also allow users to basically communicate through this interoperability mechanism as well. One of the entry points to the eFactory ecosystem is the portal, but this is not the only entry point. The ecosystem can be approached through any of the base platform or external platform that is part of the the federation. Here you'd see the portal provides a gateway to base platforms and other systems and tools which are currently available in the federation. Some of the key offerings to date include single sign-on across base platforms, and some of the tools and services are listed here. They are all operational, and now our focus is to actually start tuning them to address the specific needs of the pilots. And through these pilot validations and design of solutions that for pilot communities, we will showcase a broad set of tools and services that can serve a broad set of needs for industries in the manufacturing domain. And all these pilot activities and lessons learned will be exposed as open knowledge for the open calls that would maybe require some ideas about how to make use of eFactory. One additional aspect in eFactory is this exploitation aspect. So in eFactory, because we are establishing, we're not establishing yet another platform, we are establishing a federation, a platform federation. So therefore, the exploitation idea was to establish a foundation, a non-profit entity which acts neutrally to basically protect and preserve and promote the interest of the federation. So this is a non-profit entity. It's already been set up with 12 members from the project. The membership structure, the membership team has already been defined. You see a snapshot of a website here, and the initial member list is shown at the bottom. The idea is that this eFactory Foundation would now be included in the project as a beneficiary to take over the ownership of the eFactory platform and the curation of the eFactory ecosystem. This foundation would ultimately take over the ownership of the eFactory outcomes and would serve as a sustainability vehicle to preserve the interest and promote the interest of eFactory after the project finishes. As introduced, we have an open call. We are working jointly with DMP because both of the projects are managed by ICE. In eFactory, we have 2.5 million euros to give away in one open call. We support 20 to 25 experiments. Some of the call names are listed here that we want to support experiments which focus on lot size 1 manufacturing, which make use of eFactory tools and services, which offer new tools and services to be included in the eFactory Federation. And we will start disseminating all this information from October. The call period is from June to June. Therefore, from October onwards, you would see more concrete details coming out when we start promoting the call through all available channels. Currently, you can go to eFactory website and register your interest, and we'll keep you updated with all the latest developments. So this is where I must stop in order to keep up the time, and I'm happy to talk to you to discuss topics of mutual interest and potential collaboration functional opportunities. So please feel free to get in touch with me.